How does the live look?
There we go. It always says upcoming on mine.
Refresh.
Hello, everybody. Okay, now we're. Hello.
It's all echoing.
I know.
Hi. Let's see. Let me open the video on my app. I feel like I need to go back in and edit out the beginning where we were barely starting.
When we said hello.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do that now.
Mm-hmm.
Why does my hair look black? My hair's not that black.
I think it's not connected to the internet.
Hi guys.
What's going on?
Cole Williams is the first one.
Hello, Cole.
Mocha Latte, Sherilyn Johnson, Leslie, Rosa, Latanya, CM Shorty, Lynette, Patrick. Lynette says she's been waiting all night for this.
Lynette, I still have your giveaway item.
What did she win? Earrings?
She got the little keychain thing.
Oh, okay.
So I need to send it off to you.
Someone said I'm here for the giveaway.
No giveaway today. Are you on my Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I am. Why is it not connecting for you?
It's not working on this iPad.
I wonder, is it because there's too many devices on? I don't know, I just pushed Wi-Fi and it was already on.
No, it should work. Okay, there it goes. Finally, I think.
Technical difficulties here. It's been a little bit.
I know,
we always get like in a good groove and then we stop and then we're like.
Yeah, we were setting it up and I was like, I feel like I'm all off because I was trying to like put the thumbnail on and stuff like that. 2 years later. I know, Leslie, I still need to do your shirt as well. Sorry, I almost forgot, Leslie. But no, I didn't forget. I have your post-it still, so OMG, that color looks good. Thank you.
Thanks.
We're trying to like mix up our thumbnail.
Yeah.
Our thumbnail. Put some color in there.
Yeah.
But look at Kitty's eyeshadow. It looks so good. She did a good job. But hello everybody, welcome to today's live. I hope you guys are doing good. If you are not currently watching this on July 8th at 8:54 p.m., then you are late. It is not live.
Yep.
I've seen people comment that. Have you?
What did they say?
Like, they'll say like, can you mention the time or date that you're going live so I know it's
Oh yeah.
past live or something?
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird because the time and date is on the information of the
Yeah.
video.
Maybe they don't know how to push the description.
But yeah, so maybe we'll start doing that. We'll have a clip.
Yeah.
Clip thingy. But anyways, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
We
I'm
ha-
doing good considering I lost a relative.
Oh yeah, I did see your posts on your YouTube channel
Mhm.
and your Instagram. So sorry about that.
Yeah. But other than that, keeping busy. So
Yeah, same. Well, just keeping busy and doing what aunties do.
Yay! I like that.
Am I late? No, Lee John, you are on time. We're actually kind of late.
Yeah, we're pretty late tonight. Yay, someone, how's it going? I don't even. 505 number.
They text you?
Yeah, just now. How's it going? See, this is a perfect example why I hate giving out my number to people on the freaking online dating. Because it's, at this point, I'm like expecting it to be not good.
Wait, we have to do your update.
What?
No, your dating update. I know you did a video on
Uh-huh.
it, but we're doing our updates.
Okay.
So apparently Kitty went on a date.
I went on a date this past Tuesday. Tuesday, I went on a date Tuesday. I met somebody on a dating site, and he was not my type, but I
Could you
wanted to
tell
give
from
him-
his profile?
yeah, like how they talk, and well, not really how they talk, but like just how he looks. I could just tell he's not like. I go for bad boys, and
Took a chance.
I took a chance because
Maybe a good boy is like your soulmate though.
that's why I took a chance. But wouldn't you say like a soulmate you would have a connection with though right off the bat? Don't you think you would have a connection? Don't you think you would be attracted to them
Yeah.
in some way?
Yeah.
I was not. So, long story short, I felt a little bad because we went to go. I don't know what this place was called, but it was I don't know somewhere downtown Gilbert, and we had steak. And I felt a little bad because like he was like perfect. He was like
where did he take
everything.
you out?
I don't know what it's called. I know it's downtown Gilbert.
Gilbert, so it must have been a nice place.
It was, yeah, I've never been there, so it was pretty cool. But like he checked off everything as far as I want in somebody, but it just wasn't there. Like I tried so hard to like find something and I couldn't. I just couldn't. I was not attracted to him at all.
Yeah, sometimes the vibes aren't there and just yeah, he did take a chance. I think so.
Yeah.
Because you kind of already knew from his
Yeah,
profile.
I kind of knew, but I was like I said, I really wanted to, and I was thinking that too, like maybe, like I need to step out of the box with these ballers and go for the good guys, and yeah, this one didn't take, so.
Have you heard from him?
No, but I told him though that same night after I did my video.
Yeah.
I told him, and you know what he said?
What did he say?
I didn't put this in my
Follow
video.
up, man.
Yeah, I didn't put this in my
Exclusive
video.
content.
This is what he said. I told him, I was like, hey, I had a good time. What did I say? I had a good time, and but like I don't want to waste your time, but I didn't feel no connection or anything.
Like the point, yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, that's okay, and he was like, and then he was like, what did he say? He said something like, yeah, I thought it was kind of weird too, and I was like, yeah, right, you were all loving it. But then, and then I was like, okay, and then a couple minutes later he texts back, he's like, but if you change your mind, he's like, text me. I was like, I'm not, but okay. So, yeah, it was just.
How was he like physically? Was he tall? Or
He was tall, but he was just like really nerdy.
Did he have glasses?
Yeah, no, he didn't. He didn't, but he was just too, I don't even know how to say it. Too white boy for me. Like he was basically a white
But
boy.
he was native?
But he was half native. He was
What is
half Navajo and half Mexican.
Oh.
So yeah, he was
Darn.
just yeah. Oh well.
Oh well, on to the next.
On to the
thing.
next. Free agent still.
Still in the playing field.
Yeah.
Hey honey, still playing here.
Yeah, for real. So that's my update.
But if you want to see if you want to listen to the story in more detail, go to her YouTube channel and make sure to watch it because it's her recently uploaded video.
Your sister's all. I was about to say the nerdy ones is where it's at.
Oh, she also said that's why you just give your IG or Snap.
I don't have Snap.
You need to
And
set
you know
one up.
what? I don't like to give out my IG because then they're
Yeah.
gonna see that I do YouTube.
That's how they find out.
And
you
then
do
they
YouTube.
get intimidated. I don't know, for whatever reason they get intimidated by that.
And plus, you don't want somebody to know you do YouTube,
Right.
like because right off the bat, because they do get intimidated. Even like when I'm out with my friends and they tell their friends like, oh yeah, she does YouTube, and then some people are like, oh, don't record me,
Yeah.
or oh, are you
Mhm.
recording me? Like it People are weird. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, that's the kind of response
Yeah.
I get. Are you the same?
Yep, especially with the dating, when they figure out I do YouTube, or like if we meet, they'll say that, like, oh, are you gonna make this a vlog, or are you gonna make this
Yeah.
one of your story times? They say I'm like, man, you just ruined it already. You just
Yeah.
ruined it.
Yeah, so people get all weird about that, and that's why that's why it's a good idea not to let them know, like, we do videos or
Mhm.
lives or things like that. So it's kind of hard for me.
It's kind of hard for an auntie.
Me and my mom were at church when we saw the title of the video you posted. How y'all look great. But for me, yeah, nothing much going on. I've just been the same old, same old. Do I have any updates? I don't think so.
Eee, this guy is just writing all kind of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, I timed him out. Yeah, I timed him out earlier. But shout out to the mod, Cole. Shout out to Cole. He deleted those before I saw him.
What did you say? What did you ask me? I got
I was like,
got
do I-
distracted.
I'm like, do I have any updates? I don't think so. No.
I don't know. I haven't seen you.
Yeah.
I'll put her on the spot.
She's all, I haven't seen you.
Can't help you out there.
I've been a little busy.
Okay.
Let's move on. Nothing to talk about there.
Someone said get text free. That's true, but then that's just like another app you gotta download
Yeah, you have to
and
download
keep
the
track
app
of.
and have a notification, and plus there's ads on there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it kind of. I could see that. It just being too much. That's how it was when I would try to do online dating like a long time ago. It sucked because like people would randomly message you after you haven't heard from them in a long time, or like, it's just weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't get that. Like how people, I don't get that. So yeah, I just got a text from a 505 number just now, and I have no idea who it is. Should I ask who it is?
Yeah.
Send me a pic.
Someone said, "Are you trying Bumble?"
I've been on there, but it seems really I don't know how to say, like, it's really hard to match with somebody on there. It seems like, cause you like them, and then you're pretty much waiting until they like you back, and then you can finally talk. So if you like someone and they don't like you, you know, and it's just kind of like,
it just goes away.
yeah, it's just
Right.
kind of,
That sucks.
yeah, kind of sucks.
And you have to make the first move, huh? Right?
I
Is that how it
believe
works?
so, yeah.
I did try Bumble before, but I did it for the friends. Because wasn't that the app where you can do it for friends?
I think so.
And I tried and there was a time in my life where I felt like I needed more friends.
You have a lot of friends
I
too.
know.
It's crazy.
But I tried to go on Bumble and find me some friends. Lame. No, it's not lame. It's a good idea.
No, it's a good idea. That's what I
Because-
should do. But
because
she
I
has
did.
plenty of friends.
Well, they're busy.
They were busy,
They're
though?
busy women.
Hey, okay.
But yeah, there was a time I did the whole friend thing, and I talked to a few people. It was kind of fun. I never met up with anybody though. We just kind of. I think this was the beginning of the beginning of the pandemic.
Mm.
So it was just kind of like, yeah, well, when this is over, we can hang out. And then obviously,
2 years later.
yeah, it never happened. So then we just kind of stopped texting after a while. But they seem pretty cool though, and also they live like way out in like Surprise and like
Yeah.
far away. So I was only thinking,
I get a lot of people, like, it's so annoying, like, all these out-of-state people, too,
Mhm.
they'll message, and I'm just like, I'm pretty much done with that. I'm like, that's the first thing I ask now. Do you live in the Phoenix area? And then when they do, I'm like, okay, we can continue, next step.
Next question. Hello, ladies from Olympian, Washington. Hi, Taryn. My friend Taryn's watching.
Okay, hi.
Erickson, hello. Hi, ladies. Upcoming fairs, if any, will you be having a meet and greet? So for the fair, we're gonna be trying to make it to the Winter Rock Fair for sure. I'm gonna bring Kitty along with me, and then we're hoping to do be involved in the parade. So if we're able to make that possible, we will be in the parade, and then obviously we'll be walking around the fair and being aunties, just walking around.
Mm-hmm.
So better hide your uncles and your nephews possibly.
We were talking about another one to go to too. Remember?
Shiprock? Was it Ship or was
No,
it Tuba City?
Tuba City.
No, Tuba City.
We said we're gonna go crash at KL's place.
Oh yeah, huh? That was funny. Oh yeah, she said we could too.
Yeah, she said we can crash in the back room.
Yeah, shout out to KL because we do have a place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, but yeah, we're gonna make it out to Tuba City too. So the Western Agency people who watch.
Do you like Maya?
Yeah.
R&B singer?
Yeah.
That's who I
Old
want to
school?
go see. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole list. We probably have to take off Monday because I think that's on Sunday.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact dates.
Real quick, have you seen those videos lately of like Genuine? They're like, when
Yes.
he thinks he still has it, he's all like,
He's all older.
oh man, that was funny.
Yes, from when he did that Biggest show.
I don't know, I just seen
That,
him. He's all like, going all slow.
I think it was Lovers and Friends Festival when they did all the old school people.
Yeah.
That's how I downloaded Tinder to find friends too. You can't find friends on Tinder.
Nope.
Tinder's
They don't want friends.
Tinder. They want a lot more than friends.
Yeah.
Maybe FWBs.
Yep.
I don't like Bumble, too shy. Oh, speaking of dating though, we did get a text message.
Oh, someone emailed me today, which is really weird. I didn't read the whole thing, but he was basically, ew, this guy is a cheap guy, this 505. I said, who is this? Send a picture. It's blank and ladies first. I hate that when they say that.
Do you know him?
No? Go on. Never mind.
Leave me alone, please.
Yeah.
Wrong number.
Leave this auntie alone.
She's really texting that. Okay, so if you guys ever feel like you're in a moment where you're like, dang, I have a question for them, but I don't have their phone number, or like I have a question for them, but I want to ask them something, and then you're like waiting for our next live.
Mm-hmm.
Just be sure to text us, and then we'll get to it, because this person, that's what they did. They texted us on the 21st.
Okay.
So I like it though. I like the question. She said, I usually go out with my family, usually grocery shopping and stuff. Could you give me some tips to give hints to other guys to come up to me? Should I wear something scandalous? I tried wearing a rainbow bracelet, but not working too much or not working at all. I am also afraid to go out to bars and clubs. Also, most of the people, I'm guessing, usually drink, but I feel I could bring up a bad situation when I decline a drink. So, I don't even know what a rainbow bracelet is.
Yeah, what is that, like a pride thing?
Yeah,
Like letting them know they're...
that's true. That could be it. Is that what a ring?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's what I'm guessing. Cause
Wait, is this? Oh, yeah, it might be a pride thing. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna really work.
no dressings. I don't know.
You just have to talk to them.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes you gotta make the first move.
Yeah, unfortunately, and I think it's a guy, so guys, women. I mean, well, if you're wearing a rainbow bracelet, you would be talking to another guy, so why not just talk to them.
Mhm.
That's all you have to do. Like, you have to get over that
Confidence.
stage. Yeah, you have to have confidence.
is key.
And you might get declined, you know, that doesn't mean that everybody else is going to decline you.
Yep.
You just got, hey,
Put yourself out there.
I've been declined sometimes, hey,
Auntie has been declined also.
but there's more fish in the sea, though.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know about the dressing part, like dressing scandalous. I think you should be
Be yourself.
yeah, just be yourself, but spruce it up a little. Yeah, I'm all saying that here. I was at Walmart walking around with no bra and jacked up hair. So
Are you comfortable wearing no bra?
no, okay. See what had happened was, it was laundry day, okay, and I like pretty much had nothing else to wear, and so I didn't want to do all my laundry at home. I just wanted to throw it on a big thing and get it done with. So I asked Bella, my little sister. I was like, "Hey Bella, you want to come with me to the laundromat?" And she was like, "Okay." So we went there, we threw it in, whatever, and I was not wearing no bra because everything needs to be washed. Okay, I was like I was wearing my last whatever. So when we were there was nobody there, so it was like perfect.
Yeah.
And then I needed to go to Walmart to get a different hairspray and then we needed to get groceries and stuff too. So instead of going, and it was hot out, so instead of going home, changing and dropping Bella off and then going, because it was by this time it was like 10:15 and Walmart closes at 11.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang. I was like, Bella, do you want to come with me to Walmart? And she's like, yeah. So we went there, and I was literally like walking around like this, like trying to play it off cool every time someone comes by.
Yeah.
I'm all like, and yeah, I was like a mess. You would not probably recognize me. That's how bad I'd be walking around sometime, and I really don't care. And I think that's one of the, going on our topic tonight, that's one of the perks of living in the city is that you'll hardly run into somebody.
You don't know.
You-
Yeah,
it's
they're not
not
going to
like-
see you again.
Yeah, so
That's how I think too sometimes.
I'm like, they don't know me, so I mean, I get stares like, dang, you know, like she's bouncing. Yeah, she's going through it. Wonder if she needs $1 or something. But I really don't care. So
Oh my god.
I need to take my own advice and look a little bit more decent when I be going out. Because they probably see me and they're probably like, woof, this girl. So
Oh my gosh. I'm kind of like that. Like, I don't really get dressed up to go like Walmart or like, you know, things like that. Or like, even when I'm back on the res, I don't really get dressed up to go to town.
but I mean, like, you actually like brush your hair. I mean, I look crazy. Like, you would not. You probably wouldn't even recognize me if you saw me.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be looking crazy sometime. I just don't care.
I try to put my hair up.
I'll throw it up, but like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
But I can't do, yeah, public places without a bra.
Yeah, you can't. No, I don't do that all the time. That wasn't like the plan, but Auntie's gotta do it. Auntie's gotta do it sometime.
See, just all raw dogging out there. What do you call that?
The guys, when they don't wear underwear, they say free balling.
Yeah, free balling. What's a woman's
I don't know. Dangling and
letting them swing? Navajo Man in Lakota Bay. We are glad y'all went live. Miss y'all. We were gonna go live, but now we're all into your show. LOL. Spill some more tea on us. See the tea. What does he say? The tea is hot. Don't spill it in between your legs.
Yeah.
Or something. Freaking Navajo Man. Hello, Yape. But yeah, I don't think you need to go out and be all scandalous to find a man. I mean, unless if you want to attract the wrong one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
'Cause
think
you
the
could
only
attract
the-
the wrong one.
Yeah, I think the wrong ones would go for that easily.
Yeah, the cheaters.
The hookup-ers.
I don't know. But I feel like you can't really meet anybody in a store though, because when I go to the store, I'm like in the zone. I'm looking at stuff to get. I'm in a rush, just trying to get out of there.
Yeah, me too.
So I wouldn't recommend going to the store to find someone to potentially go out with. You would have to be social. You would definitely have to go out of your comfort zone and find maybe a coffee house or I don't know.
Go to a bar crawl. But
Well,
then
he said
bars.
he doesn't drink.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. He just said he doesn't feel comfortable getting drinks.
Okay.
So
Go to church. Someone told me that recently, a couple nights ago. I was like, man.
That's what you're into.
Yeah, that's what you're into. Yeah.
Church.
Go hang out at a.
They have church. Don't they have church social gatherings?
I think so. I'm pretty sure they do. Just act like you go to church.
Yeah. Find you a good church boy. Actually, no. I don't know. He might be in a closet though. If he is.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing too.
Yeah. Hey. I would. Yeah. Coffee shop. Where else do people go to hang out? Like. I feel like a bowling alley or something like that. They're usually like already with their friend or whatever.
Go to a volleyball tournament. I know a lot of Two-Spirit people will be playing volleyball.
Oh, volleyball. Two-Spirit people, where do you hang out? Comment below. Give him some tips on where to go to hang out to find himself a man. Maybe a book club. Maybe you can join a book club. I don't know.
CS, I think that's, I forget what her name is. I see her on Instagram. But anyway, she's on Get Up and Go without a shower. Now that's too much. No, I shower. I'm just saying, like, I don't fix my hair. I'll wear a busted up t-shirt. Like, I'm not smelly. I just, I look it. I look smelly, but I'm not smelly.
Oh, that's funny. I've been there too, girl. I think there has been a time though that I've been out. Like you're like, I need to run over, run into the store real quick. Funny, I feel like when you're on the reservation, your community, you should look presentable. Being in the city, it doesn't matter how you are dressed, nobody notices. My friend said Sierra is a celebrity when we go out. ER lobby, I've seen people exchange numbers there.
Dang.
Hang out in the condom lube aisle at jail. Nowadays, we have to be careful with all the trafficking going on. Too scared to meet anyone. Charlie's in Phoenix. Oh yeah. If you do, you don't even have to drink, and you can just go to Charlie's. Yeah, you can just go to Charlie's and hang out. And if someone buys you a drink, just tell them you don't drink, or like you're not drinking tonight because you're driving, or like something,
Yeah. That's
a good, like not an excuse, but that's a good way to be like, oh, I'm not drinking tonight. I have a ways to drive home, so thank you though. But how's your night going? Yeah. What are you drinking? Yeah. What can I buy you? Can I buy you around? Kitty's all yeah.
Coming on a little too strong there.
I'm all with it. With the lines.
She is. I haven't done that.
But for sure, Charlie's is fun. Have you ever been to Charlie's?
I've never been to Charlie's.
Oh.
I've been to Carumba's.
Oh, Charlie's is funner.
You've been to Carumba's, right?
Yeah, I've been to Carumba's. They have like salsa night or whatever, and then I went there long, like when I was in college.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to go there because I don't know if it still does, but it used to stay open till 4.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd be dancing away.
Charlie's used to be open kind of later too because they had the tacos in the back.
No, I've never been to Charlie's.
But Charlie's is good. Hang out at the dog park. Oh yeah, Christmas. That's a good one. Dog park.
That's a good one.
Hiking, gym, and dating apps. Yes, Avita. Hi, Serta. I am new to the California area and still looking like I am still hanging out at home. Don't know if people notice how I look. Barnes and Noble, yeah. Everyone trying to find their FWB fried bread with bologna. Why is it when you go run into somewhere real quick without makeup, you run into everyone, right? One time, I went to Walmart and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna run in there real quick and I'm just gonna grab. I needed one thing, so I went in there to grab that one thing, and here I ran into a freaking subscriber in there. And I was just looking all busted up too, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I felt so bad because I think it was kind of like at the like 2 years ago when like everything started happening with COVID.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, it was when it first, and I forgot my mask, so I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna run in there real quick. So I probably looked like a total douche because I was like kind of telling people on my channel like, wear your mask and all this here. I wasn't even wearing a mask at that time, and I was just like, oh, I feel so stupid.
It happens.
Auntie's trying to get them drunk. Sandbar's a fun place.
I've never been
music,
there.
good tacos. I love Sandbar.
Really?
Sandbar probably used to be our spot. The one in Awatuki.
Oh, okay.
Off of Ray and the 10.
Mm-hmm.
That was really fun. Charlie's and them tacos. And when you're all dressed up, no one saw me today, LOL. I met my fiance on Facebook. Wow.
Dang, lucky. You know what I met in the past? I met a lot of really good guys on Facebook, and I like creeped them down. I'm just like, dang. And I just like dissed them, or
You're not friends with them anymore?
no, I don't even want to bother. But yeah, I can think of like one guy that I was talking to, and yeah, I creeped him recently, and I think he's still single.
I don't know if I've met anyone through Facebook. In college, it was more like before I came, it was like before we started college. That was back then when Facebook, you had to go to college and have a college email address to be able to get on Facebook. So when you did that, you had to enroll into like what school you're going to. So when you enroll in what school you're going to, it shows like everybody that's going to that school too. And like some people will add me and they'll be like, yeah, cool, you're going, which campus are you going to, and all this. So people would message, and then they would, once you get to know each other, they want to meet up. So that's the only time I can think of when I met anybody from Facebook, but it wasn't like anything like romantic. But I met someone through Snapchat.
Yeah.
Which is weird because back then I would never like add anybody I didn't know, and this person added me, and I was just like, who is this? And so it was like before my YouTube days. And then I started talking to him. Then we met up and dated for a while. Not a while, but like, you know, whatever. Whatever you want to call that. That was like a long time ago. And then I have on Instagram. That's about it.
Instagram's where it's at.
Yeah, I know. IG. Byron said Bible study. Hello, girls. Good, you're still live. What? We just started live, Gloria. I think it's funny when people say that, huh? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel weird when people say, "Oh, you're still live."
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Are you the same?
Yeah, I get that sometimes.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Am I not supposed to be? Arrows just ended a 12+ hour live. Was crazy in the life of Jermonson. I kind of was popping in here and there. I didn't comment or anything, but I thought that was kind of cool too. I was like, wow, that's like a whole.
What's the record?
He did 12 hours.
So that's the record. Did he beat it, or?
I think he was trying to do like natives, between natives. I think Yazzie family. He mentioned something that the Yazzie family was like 8.5 hours of live. I'm like, dang, what do you talk about? But with Jermonson, he was like going, I think he was in Flagstaff, and he drove all the way to like Albuquerque, or I don't know.
He must get really good service.
Right? He didn't even lose signal.
Interesting.
Wonder who his carrier is.
Yeah.
Go to native TikTok and just shoot your shot. LOL, I see it happen a lot. That's true. TikTok is where it's at too.
Oh, that guy texted back and said, what did I say? Leave this auntie alone?
Yeah.
He said, sounds good. Cheap guy.
I keep getting hit on Instagram. I am having a hard time to believe if they're real or have scammers. Yeah, you have to be careful on Instagram. You can tell that they're fake accounts though, because they'll add like 8 pictures in a day, and then they'll try to like message you. They're mainly like military, army guys too. Have you noticed? Have you got those kind of requests? Yeah,
they're like a lot of military.
Hi Sierra and Kitty, good to see you live again. Tacos at Sandbar. yes. We used to go to Sandbar because there used to be a taco guy who would make tacos there.
Yeah.
So good.
Dang, tacos sound good.
I get those fake accounts on IG. Oh man, yikes. Go to the laundromat.
Dang. Why don't you go live on TikTok?
I don't have enough followers.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I think if you're new, people like lose interest like right. Like they don't. I feel like they don't give you a chance on TikTok. They're just like, you know what I mean? So
If you're not in a certain TikTok clique,
pretty sure,
you're
pretty much
basically invalid.
Yeah.
I feel like TikTok has like little cliques.
Yeah, they do. I noticed that.
Oh, glad I'm not the only one.
And what else have I noticed about TikTok? Yeah, they get really like. I thought I got defensive when someone says something, but they get really defensive like when you ask just like a question that they were talking about, you know, and then you ask them, and they get all pissed off, and I'm like, wow, you were crying about it the other night, you know? So like, I don't know, it's crazy.
There's a lot of TikTok drama too. It's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see. I was dating someone from work, and we recently broke up and had a ugly argument since the last time we saw each other. Tonight I've had to pass him a few times, and now it's just really awkward. Ugh. Don't date people at work. That's just something that I go by.
I've never dated nobody at work.
I can't.
Everybody that I work around a lot of ladies too, so yeah, everybody that I have worked with that were guys, they were always married or something, so
Yeah, I don't think I could date people from my work. It'd just be too like uncomfortable.
I saw a TikTok that said if you want a hardworking man who can use his hands, go to Home Depot or Lowe's early in the morning. A girl got hit on a lot there. She wants a man who can build. Yep.
No.
That sounds. Dang. Guess I gotta start going to sleep early.
They yell at you on TikTok. It's two brain verse. What?
Cody Dish.
We all know the TT clique you're talking about. You aunties have to try and pick a date for each other, a blind date, LOL. There's them hot aunties. Watch out. Oh, don't get the honey where you make the money. Exactly. Amy K. On the nail. Yeah, I don't think if it's to be too weird.
Yeah.
Like just seeing them.
Especially if it's a really good job and you want to stay there, you know?
And if it doesn't work out, yeah, that would be super awkward. Like,
yeah. Don't do it. Dang, on the res, that happens a lot. On our res, is it like that on your res? on our res. The date, they call it, I forget what they call it. I think they call it the dating pool or they call it something. The love boat, I think that's what they call it. Is at the casino and the hospital where everybody is hooking up apparently. So, yep. Yeah, gotta go home and go work over there. I'm just kidding.
You should do a video about it though. You should go to Home Depot early in the morning. See if you find you a man.
Maybe one of these days. Yeah.
We should miss.
Yeah.
Let's do a social experiment. All right, so should we do our little segment that I told you about?
Yes.
So we're gonna do I don't know, well, since we're on the subject of TikTok, we're gonna do the little trend that's going on TikTok, which is I don't know how to explain it. Like when
So there's this thing going on TikTok where they're basically like rating people. So you'll rate who you want. Yeah.
So they'll be like, he's a 9, but he's a mama's boy.
Yeah.
And then Kitty will be like, oh, he's a 3. Like she'll say her rating or whatever. So basically, like, is it based off of looks?
Pretty sure, yeah.
And then once she figures out like the flaw or whatever, then she'll say her rating on what it is. But if you guys know that trend and want to ask us some of them, comment them down below. But me and Kitty have made our own for each other. So I made 10 for her, and then did you do 10 for me?
Negative, but I can think of some. Yeah.
Okay. I actually came prepared.
I know.
Prepared here.
I know.
Okay.
Hey, honeys, had lots of errands to do.
All right, I'm gonna start off kind of okay-ish.
Okay.
He's a 8, but can't drive a stick shift.
We'll leave him at an 8 for me.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Can you drive a stick?
Yeah.
Oh, I can drive a
I
stick.
can drive a stick.
I can't drive a stick.
No? I actually have been like, I don't know, I have this like urge lately to drive because like I want to see if I still have it. And so like when I'm driving, I'm all weird, I'm all imagining like I'm really pushing on the clutch and stuff when I'm driving, like imagining when to shift and stuff. But yeah, I miss it. Those things are gas savers though, cars that are standard.
Yeah.
Because my first car was standard. It was a Hyundai Accent. It was a hatchback. And that thing, $5 would take me from here to San Carlos.
Wow.
And
yeah. You should get a stick.
I don't know how they are though. That's like an older car, so I don't know how they are. You know how they kind of like.
They're different now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Your turn.
Oh no.
What?
He's an 8, but he's a welder.
It depends. See, I think if he'd still be 8, I don't know. Yeah, he'd still be 8 for me.
Okay. Yeah, he'd be an 8 for me too.
Don't really change.
There's a lot of negative things about welders. I've actually run into a lot, but there's also good ones too. There's also good guys. So
I agree.
The good ones can take care of you. Yeah. They make that money. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of men out there who put a bad name to welders, but there are a few select that are actually good out there. He's a rare one if you can find one. All right. Was that yours?
Yeah.
I'll cheat me. All right.
I'm just picking from them.
All right. I wouldn't drink your water right now.
Oh, okay.
He's a 10, but he's Joe Tahani's nephew.
0. I don't even have to think about that one.
I couldn't even finish it.
Oh man.
He's a 10, but he's Joe Tahani's nephew.
Negatives. Negative. We're in the negatives now. Oh man.
Oh, that's funny.
Nope. If you guys don't know, Apache people are not big fans of Joe Tahani. So if anybody is related to him, I'm talking about him, not you.
Yeah.
So yeah, Apaches do not claim him. So
Oh, that's funny.
okay. He's a 10 but has a soft handshake.
Probably would go to an 8.
I'd probably go to like a 6 because you know how us natives are. We like those firm handshakes.
Yeah.
So but if it's a little too soft, I mean, I get it. Like if it's a lady or like
He's trying to be a gentleman.
yeah, but yeah, no.
All right.
I think that guy that I went out with on Tuesday definitely gives soft handshakes. So it's not my cup of tea. Need a man.
Okay, he's a 9 with no kids, but he's 10 years older than you.
That's hard. 9, no kids, 10 years older than me. What am I, 34, 44? Dang, it's a little bit over my limit there. I don't know. I'd probably say a 5.
Okay, I was trying to find some hard ones for you.
Yeah, that is hard because I think at this point I feel like I'm pretty much done with kids. Like I really don't care if whoever comes along doesn't want kids. You know what I mean? But the age thing, it really makes a difference. But if he's a 9, I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard one. We'll say a 5.
Okay.
How about you?
44 with no kids. And is it, what I say, a 10? Oh,
Mhm. That's kind of like,
no, he's a 9.
to me, that's kind of like a red flag, though. If you're that old and you don't have kids, like, why? There's a reason why. You either don't like kids,
That's
you
true.
either can't have kids, or you can't stay in a relationship long enough to even get to that point to have kids.
Well, don't think about all that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm a thinker, you guys.
I would say a 7.
Okay.
It's not a bad thing, but yeah.
I'm off
He's
thinking
still
away.
10 years older.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Let's see. He's a 10 but works at IHS.
He'll still be a 10 if he's a nice employee.
Yeah.
If he wants to be there for the people, then he's still a 10.
Yeah, shout out to people that do work at IHS and aren't dating around like on my res. Because it definitely takes a special kind of person to be dealing with bitchy natives all day. And we all know that IHS,
I feel like
it's either, it could be the employees, but then it could be like too much rude people coming
the
in.
patients. That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I feel like a lot of people shit on IHS workers,
Mhm.
but if you think about it, like I feel like natives are rude in general.
Yeah.
And you have to deal with those type of patients, then
Mhm.
I would probably be a bitch too.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So I get that.
I don't know, but
I get both sides to
yeah. I have friends that work with IHS or
Mhm.
like have,
Mhm.
and they're all nice people.
Mhm.
I know.
So what was your rate though? Did you rate?
Oh, what was the question?
He's a.
Oh, I said he's still a 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say he's a 10.
Shoot, he probably has good benefits.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, definitely good health insurance.
What level is he?
Yeah.
Just kidding. What level was his pay grade? Just kidding.
Our hospital has a Starbucks inside.
I saw. Oh yeah, wait.
I think I was telling you.
there.
Oh, remember we drove
Yeah.
by?
Okay.
Yeah. So dang, that must be nice, man.
Mm-hmm. All right. He's an 8, but he just blew his hardship check on his mom.
Dang.
Didn't even spend a dime on you.
Shoot. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. That's a hard one. Cause you want, it would be nice to get something, but maybe his mom needs help too. We don't know.
No, it's not. He blew it on her, just on random. It wasn't even like she needed the help. It was just
Okay.
he spoiled her.
Oh, like he's a mama's boy kind
Yeah.
of? Okay. We'll do a 0.
Okay. Didn't even split it.
I know. Didn't even pay one bill. The lowest bill. Let's see. Your sister, he's a 9, but he grinds his teeth bad.
I grind my
Do you
teeth.
grind? I meant like right now though. Or is she talking about at nighttime?
I do it at night, and then sometimes I catch myself, if I'm in a stressful situation,
Mhm.
I'll be clenching.
I think I do that too. I don't know. I mean, if we're talking during the day and he grinds his teeth, it's a little sus.
As long as he has dental insurance. I don't know.
I'll do a 6.
I'll say he's still a 9.
Yeah.
All right. He's a 3, but he's the best baller and well known on your res.
Dang. Let's see. He's a 3, but is well known and the best baller. Probably a 5, I guess.
He's a 5.
He gets points
Not
for
so
being
much.
a baller. Then again, he's probably getting a lot of little groupies too, gym rats. So
You're the only one he looks at.
Yeah.
You're the only one he wants.
Dang, I don't know. Probably a 5, I guess.
He's the only one he wants. You're the only one he wants to bounce.
Oh shit! 5. We'll do a 5.
Solid 5.
Oh, it's my turn, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Mariah. He's a 9, but addicted to pawning his stuff.
Oh my gosh, a 0. That just means he's not good with money.
Yep.
A 0 for sure.
Yeah.
He ain't pawning my shit.
We're going into debt for sure, so let's do a 0 on that one.
Probably throw me out on the street and try to pawn me out.
Dang, he probably has sticky fingers. Gonna
I
start
know.
Trying to sell your plants from
Right?
you.
My plants, everything.
But some of them are valuable though, right? Your
Yeah.
plants?
Yeah.
And you can resell them if you wanted to.
Mhm.
No, I can't trust them then.
Yeah, can't trust them. All right. He's a 7, but has to borrow a phone to call you.
Damn. Shoot. At least someone's calling me, so we'll leave it as a 7. I can buy him a phone. Shit. Just come move in. You don't have to call me.
We'll just get a house phone
Yeah.
so she knows he's home all the time.
Oh man. Was that yours?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I told you I wrote some
Okay, let me see. I saw a good one. Ew! He's a 10 but eats boogers.
Ew, he's a he eats boogers. He'll be a 2.
Damn, he'd be a 0 for me. That's just nasty. That's nasty. I get if you're like a little kid, but not. No. Let's do a 0.
Alright. He's an 8, but he's best friends with Josh Ghani.
Dang. We'll do a. Shoot, man.
Every line we have to bring him up.
Yeah. Man, he's an 8, you said?
Yeah.
Dang.
He's a 10.
8s are kind of 8s nowadays are kind of hard to come by too, though. So we'll do a 5.
Oh shoot. Oh, it's funny.
He's a 8, but uses food stamps to make you dinner. Uses his ex food. Why would he be using his ex's food stamp? Well, we'll go with it.
He's an
He's
8?
an 8, but he uses his ex's food stamp card to make you dinner.
Dang, a 0. I can't. You're still in communication with her. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a 0.
Maybe she really needed the stamps too. He bought stamps off his ex to make you dinner. But still, yeah. Nah, we'll do. Shit, I don't know. I was low on food on like past couple of weeks too, so sometimes when you're put in those kind of positions, you're grateful for any kind of help. So, hey, what did she say?
Shout out to the ex.
We'll do a 4.
Alright. This one's funny. He's a 10, but his uncle's a 12.
He's a 10, but his uncle's a 12.
That one was a stupid. It was like a funny one to throw
Yeah.
in, but it's funny.
We'll leave him as a 10.
Yay.
And we'll just look at the uncle in secret. The uncle could be eye candy.
Yeah, I know.
You'll really want to go to all the family gatherings. I saw a good one. He's a 9 but needs a ride to the date.
A 4.
Yeah, I would probably say a 4 because yeah, it just sucks.
Yeah.
You want, I mean, like at a certain age, you should be able to, get yourself from point A to point B. So I would say a 4.
Yeah. All right. This is the last one I have. I only had 9,
Okay.
but he's a 10, but he's from Vilas. And he still tries to live out his rodeo days, but he's not even good at all.
Dang! And he's a 10? Man, I could be a buckle bunny. Shoot. I don't
But he
think
doesn't even have no buckles.
I can make some, have them made for him.
Pretend he wants
Yeah.
something.
We could do role play. Just kidding.
It's all team roping at kitties, anti-kitties.
We'll just buy a trailer and have someone customize it. Oh, dang, a 10? You know what? Honestly, like, yeah, okay, I guess I could get a cowboy.
That's kind of the same concept of like, he's a 10, but he's a SoundCloud rapper. You know, like he's still
Okay.
trying to live out his
Yeah,
rapping
or he's
days.
he's like one of those res ballers that talks about they almost won state.
their tourney days.
Yeah. So dang. I would say we'll do. Would you say a 10? He's a
Yeah.
10. We'll do a 7.
Okay. Gotta support your man.
Gotta ride. Ride or die.
Oh, name.
Okay, one more. Um. Oh, okay. Mariah has some good ones. He's a 9, but every time you guys get in an argument, he puts his relationship status to it's complicated.
Dang. He's a what?
He's a 9.
Oh, I couldn't even deal with that. A 1.
Yeah, at this point in my life, I would do probably like a 3.
I can't. And he's probably the type to put everything on Facebook.
Yeah, I used to be like that, so I it's so stupid though. Like,
You mean now that you're older?
yeah,
you
when
think
you're
about
older,
it?
it's so dumb. Like, man.
I feel like I'm glad I've never really like experienced like relationship stuff when I was younger, or I probably would have been one of those people. Oh.
Someone said aluminum buckles.
He's an 8, but he needs help getting in his truck.
Dang, that's me right
So
there.
short in his truck's all
Oh man.
high. At least he has a nice truck.
You should be able to get those. What is it? Those steps that come down when you open the door.
He's a 1, but sings like George Strait. Dang, that's a 10.
Shoot. We'll do a 10.
Oh.
Ooh. Someone said, I saw one. Where is it at?
He's a 0, but Wanda Mega Millions. I would say probably a 3, because his personality could be all cheap.
Yeah, we'll do a 5, I guess. He's a 2, but he's loyal to you.
Dang, that would make him a 9.
Shoot. I feel like this would be the guy that I went on a date with.
Throw some funniness on him. If he had funny and he was loyal, then yeah. 9.
We'll do a 7. There was one right here. He's an 8, but doesn't brush his teeth.
Ew, that's a 0.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
gross.
do bad breath.
That's gross. Leslie, he's a 10, but he sits down to pee.
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, that is true.
I get it doesn't matter. What?
I think they do.
About what?
When you really think about it, though, like when they're
taking a shit, don't they sit down?
Pretty
and
sure they
pee?
let some out when they're taking. Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah. How does that go?
Yeah, no, I don't know. If he wants to sit, let the man sit.
At least he's not splattering all over the toilet.
I know, as long as the toilet seat ain't wet. He'll probably leave the toilet seat down too, so I ain't complaining.
She's a 10, but she's mean when drinking.
Dang, that would be like a freaking 3.
That would be a 0 for me, because I know how that goes.
That's true.
It's not good.
Turn abusive.
And they don't even know because they drink too much.
He's a 10, but has holes in his underwear.
Shoot. Let's do, we'll leave him a 10. Auntie will spot him with 20 to get a new pack until next payday.
What did Navajo Man said? He's a Bud Davis, but acts like Wes Hightower. That's the person that we're just talking about.
Holes in his underwear.
He's a 10, but a -2 in bed.
Dang.
That just leaves him a negative
Yeah,
2.
we'll leave him there. There was a good one I saw. Hold on. I'm trying to look for it. Oh, he's a 10, but only does missionary style. Missionary position.
It's a 10.
Yeah, we'll leave him a 10. Shoot. I like missionary though. Do you like missionary?
Yeah, same.
She gets all shy.
No, I just feel weird because my sister's all watching.
Oh, okay. Do you not
Like
talk
my
to your
sister and my
sisters?
mom watches too.
Oh,
Huh?
but like, I mean, I understand your mom, but like your sister, you guys don't talk girl stuff like this.
No, I feel like I'm not like. I feel like I moved away before we could get that type
Bond?
of connection. Yeah,
Okay. I feel you.
but yeah, I do. Yay. Everybody's all laughing. Oh,
Sounds all gramming out. Do you like missionary? all happy just to get some. Oh shit! Shit, I'll take anything at this point. Oh man! Oh man!
yeah. Shoot, that's something.
I really do. I think that's my favorite though, honestly. When guys ask me, they're, because they always ask. And I'm like, probably missionary. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, weird.
I feel like it's intimate, like.
Yeah, especially when they're looking right at you. Woo-hoo. Yep. Natives, don't be afraid to talk about the wild thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
that's funny.
sister, I'm the person who brings up those conversations when I go home.
No, you don't. No, you don't. He's a 10 but doesn't know the difference between there and there.
That's kind of annoying to me.
Yeah. Then that also means he doesn't know like where and where and
Yeah.
like those spellings. That would annoy me.
Yeah, the communication would be
I would
off.
say 5.
Shoot, I'll go with the 5 too. Did you pay attention in English? Yeah.
Right? Are you the type of person that... No, you're not. You text full sentences, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you feel when people text you like in code or like
acronyms?
yeah?
Like
I mean, besides like LOL or like things like that.
WYA, like where you at?
Yeah, but then they do it often. Like I don't know.
It's just
They
weird.
just change the spelling in words to like make it quicker for you to read. I don't know.
To me, I don't like
It's like
it.
everybody
It's
has a phone with a full keyboard.
Yeah.
Just type it all out.
Or press the suggestion word. I feel like that's lazy. I feel like we're so used to technology now that like that is a perfect example of just being lazy.
Yeah.
It's like if they can do that, then when it comes down to what if we all like there's a big crash and all the computers and stuff and whatever for like
Yeah.
they don't have internet no more and whatever. For whatever reason we can't have none of this. And you have to go back to writing letters or like
Yeah.
what are you gonna do then? Yeah.
She's a 10 but doesn't clean or cook.
Shit, 0.
Yeah, I would,
Already a lady.
Well, I mean, I guess if he's a 10 but doesn't clean or cook. I would say
5.
an 8. I personally like to clean and cook sometimes, but it's nice to be cooked for too. And it's nice if they clean up too. But if they like leave stuff intentionally or like I'm always having to clean up after them, then yeah, that would annoy me. Like, I'm not your freaking mom.
Yeah.
That's
He's
funny.
a 10, but he's your cousin's baby daddy.
Oh heck no, that'd be a 0.
No, yeah, I can't do that. 0.
I'm just imagining my cousin's baby daddy now. Just
I'm
kidding.
trying to think of some. They're not even cute. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's just like I'm all about girl code.
That's just weird.
Yeah, I don't think chicks are into girl code no more. So I still am. Yeah.
I don't think I could. What? He's a 10 but can't handle a big woman from the res. I don't know.
I think the 10s don't even. To me, I think the 10s don't even look at the big women because they're so full of themselves.
That's true.
So I would say a 4.
It's probably accurate.
Yeah.
Can't handle. Everyone uses acronyms and abbreviates. It's so annoying. Like instead of there, they text there. Oh.
He's a 10 but can bake. Hell yeah, he'll stay at 10.
Just say a 10 for sure.
Just use gluten-free flour and whoo. Yeah.
He's a 9 but gets ready longer than you. Dang,
Dang,
that
I
would be
hate
so annoying.
I hate that. I
hate
dated
that
a
too.
guy that was like, what is it? One of my friends, like I used to complain about him to one of my guy friends. And he said, he's a pretty boy, Kitty. He's a, there's a word for it. Basically, I don't know. He's a
Yeah,
pretty boy.
he's a pretty boy.
He used to be annoying though, because he was all about his looks, and he still is.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. It'd be a 0 for me.
Yeah. I'd say 3. Pretty low on the scale. And we're not even talking about resin.
I know, we didn't even get into our main topic yet. Should we get into our main topic now?
Yeah. Metrosexual. Yep, that was the word.
Alright, so we'll get into our topic tonight, which you can read from the title. It's called Let's Talk Res and Urban Natives.
We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh, we
I mean,
didn't.
Do you guys want us to?
Okay.
It's kind of late.
No, we
Kind of
didn't.
late in the
We
live.
just went into updates.
I know.
We just went into your dating story. Oh, shoot. We were just into it tonight. But if you guys don't know, we both have our own YouTube channels. Make sure to subscribe. It's all linked down below
Yep.
in every video, and it's also linked in our About Us section, and it's also on our main page. So subscribe to our individual channels.
Yes.
He's a 10, but is farting a lot.
I don't mind that because guys fart.
A lot, though? Oh. I would say like a 4.
I'll just be farting away with him since he's farting away, so probably like 8. Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to go into our topic. Let's talk res and urban natives. How should we talk about it? Kitty went live earlier on her YouTube channel and asked for topics, and somebody kind of brought
Yes.
that topic up. Which is kind of a good topic.
It's a good topic, but it's also a how would you say it? It's a topic that will piss people off because
It's very opinionated, and I feel like people talk shit a lot about urban natives.
Would you consider yourself an urban native?
Now I am, I guess.
I guess
More urban than res now.
Yeah.
Although it's like I grew up on the res, my family's all on the res, I go back to the res. I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would classify me as urban now, though.
I wouldn't classify myself as urban. I feel like I don't even live in the nice neighborhood. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I guess it just depends on how you look at it, like how you. For me, I wouldn't say I am urban, even though I live technically in the city. I don't live in the greatest area. Um, I just, I don't know. I feel like it's the way I think about it is more of a like an attitude thing. So I claim the resiness still. So
Yeah, I do too, but
Mhm. That's how I look at it.
I don't know. What would you guys say?
Yeah. How do you
Let
guys?
us know in the comments. What do you guys think?
Well, how do you view a res native, and how do you view an urban native? Like, what do you?
What do you distinguish? Is it just because they live in the city, they're urban? They're
Mhm.
automatically urban now, or if is it because they live on the res, they're res? You can still live on the res. Like I know people who live in like freaking Shiprock and be acting like they live in the city, but it's like Shiprock. It's a res town,
Okay.
you know. So they be acting all urban out there.
I didn't know Shiprock is part of the res.
Mhm.
Shiprock, I didn't know that. I thought it was a city, like in the city.
Yeah, Shiprock's on the res.
Okay.
I don't know.
Naylene says, I get called urban native, but I was just on the res walking on a mountain in sandals.
Yeah, because I mean, I grew up res. I mean,
Mhm.
I probably grew up really res compared to a lot of people that I went to school with. I feel like.
And this is a big thing that I wanted to bring up, but he retracted it, or somebody retracted it. Capricorn said that urban natives look down on res natives. I don't think that's
don't.
true.
Yeah, I don't. Because
If-
all my family's on the res.
Yeah, me too. I feel like when it comes to
I feel like it's both ways.
Yeah.
Like people are like, oh, res people
Yeah.
think urban natives are this. Urban natives are res people think urban natives are this.
Mhm.
It's just like, why does there have to be this hate between both of them? You know?
True.
Like why do you have to hate if someone's living in the city versus someone living on the res?
Yes, exactly.
Like why is there even a classification
I'll give you a good example.
or separation? You guys are separating us without even realizing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting all deep.
I know.
So I'll give you a perfect example of that. Just recently, I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay rent. Most of you know my situation. Work kind of sucked this past couple of weeks, and so my paycheck was pretty low. So I was really stressing about how I'm gonna pay for rent. And sometimes on our res, I'm from San Carlos. Sometimes whatever district you are from, they will have money there, and if you're lucky, and if it's like a dire need, they will assist you, but you have to show, and prove. And so I went to my district, and turns out they didn't have any funds, which was a little unbelievable, but at the same time, like everybody was saying, like, yeah, that is true, because I don't know. Anyway, long story short, a relative of mine was saying that they recently had a meeting about how to disperse funds, and in the meeting, they specifically said, well, like, with this money, shouldn't we help some of our tribal members that are living in the city, because with inflation and, like, they're probably struggling, or maybe somebody out there needs it, we should try to help them, because we're always, basically, we're helping the same people all the time here on the res. And somebody had the nerve to say, while they live in the city, they choose to live in the city, so it's their fault if they want to pay all of that. And, you know what I mean? I was like, dang, like that, like that's, I didn't like that. I was like, I don't know, I didn't like that.
Yeah. It's crazy because they have that mindset where it's like they're choosing, but yeah, it's like, no, you're choosing for your kids.
Yeah.
And you're doing this to, the education obviously is better off the
Mhm.
res.
You're breaking cycles, family
who knows?
trauma.
Yeah, who knows what's going on with your family where like there could be abuse within your family, or maybe your family doesn't even want you around. so you're forced to live in the city, or like there's so many things that happen.
Maybe
to
you
where,
get better health care out here.
Yeah, or your job.
Yeah,
you actually have a job, whereas opposed to the res, there's no jobs.
Yeah. There's a lot of reasons why people live out here.
But I feel like people with that type of mindset that are like, oh, because they live in the city, they can afford to live out there or whatever. I don't know. Just crazy. I saw someone put a good comment. Mariah, she said that the divide is us doing self-destructive work amongst our own people. It's dumb, which is what I was saying. Like, we're doing that separation among ourselves, which is basically stupid.
I think we should just all be nice to each other, because we're already dying down. Whether we wanna, when you really think about it, we're already a dying breed. You know, they already killed most of our people off. A lot of us are like, a lot of our tribes are barely hanging on to languages and cultures, and you know what I mean? Like, we need each other more now than ever, and yet we're still like fighting and stuff amongst each other. It's just crazy. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I feel like people treat other people just depending on where they live or things like that. But I feel like a lot of people are like kind of unsure too on why people classify people as urban, or why people say res is res. You can take the girl off the res, but you can't take the res out of the girl.
Yep.
What is that? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's to me, I feel like it's a mindset. If you want to be bougie, be bougie. You know what I mean? Just don't act like your shit stinks and it doesn't stink, and you know you're too good. Because we all come from a humble past, no matter no matter what tribe you're from, because of our ancestors. You know what I mean? So like, but yeah, it's just my 2 cents.
Yeah. Same. But we just kind of wanted to bring that topic up of discussion, throw it out there, and have you guys talk about it and us talk about it. Kitty, do you have a tribal number?
Yep.
But what else were we going to talk about? Like our transition of moving from the res to the city?
Yeah.
So we both obviously don't live on the res right now, but we both grew up on the res. And not a lot of people leave the res, but some of them do. And we just kind of wanted to talk about our experience of how it was when we moved off the res.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Okay. So basically, the reason why I moved away from the res was because I was going through like a really bad breakup, and I don't like, this breakup was way worse than breaking up with my own kids' dad. Like it was like probably the worst breakup I've ever had, and it was one of those things where like everywhere you look, everywhere you go, you have a memory, you know? And I just didn't want to be constantly reminded of something that I could no longer have, you know what I mean? It was like starting to put me in a depressed mode. And so I was like, I need to do something. Like I need to get out of here. So I decided to go back to school, and so I moved out here. And when I first moved out here, well, I didn't move out here right away because there wasn't any housing or anything, and I wanted to be close to the school in case something happens to my ride or whatever, you know, I can walk. So there weren't any like apartments or anything around that area. So for like the first month I was driving back and forth, and then finally I found a place. But it wasn't it wasn't a culture shock for me because we live just like an hour and a half away, and
Oh.
and so we're always coming out here no matter what, you know.
So like when you did your school shopping or things like
Mhm.
that. Oh, okay.
So it wasn't a major culture shock. Plus, I have relatives that grew up out here, you know, so we were always coming out here and spending time with them. But yeah, it wasn't, it was nothing new basically because we were always out here, you know.
Yeah. So somebody asked what a tribal number is. A tribal number is kind of like a social security number, but for people that are native, where they can kind of keep track of you, I guess. I would say.
Yeah, they keep track of your pretty much your lineage too, your family, your clan system, your how much your blood quantum, and you know who your family tree are. They can trace you that way. Um, yeah, it's basically like you said, your social, it's your identity basically. How they, I don't know, how would you say it? It's basically what she said, social security number.
Yeah. So you have your social security number, and we call ours our census number.
Yeah, ours is, yeah, census. No, not census. I think it's enrollment number is what we call
Or it might be
ours.
enrollment. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't remember. Something like that.
But yeah, that's basically what it is.
Yeah, you have to apply for it, and then they check your blood quantum, and if you qualify, then they accept you. But if they investigate too. So if you're like have different, if you're part of different tribes, it's very. I
You
feel
can
like
only join one.
you can only join one.
Join. Like it's a
Yeah,
club.
you can only apply to one tribe, and all the other tribes. Let's say you have 5 different tribes in your blood system, and so if the one you want, you're applying there. So you have to go to all those other 4 tribes and get a statement from them saying, "Hey, Kitty's not applying here. It's safe for her to apply to that one she wants to apply to." And then when they get confirmation, then they say, "Okay, let's start the process." So,
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, yep.
Yeah, for me, when I moved off the res, let's see. I left the res when I started college, so I was about 18. Yeah, I was 18, fresh out of high school. I've never really been off the res. I mean, I think I've been to like Albuquerque, and I've been here, Phoenix, when I was like a kid, like really, really young. I don't really remember, but we were actually supposed to move out here with my mom. I think my mom was like supposed to go to school out here, but something didn't work to where she wasn't able to, so we ended up moving back to the res. And we kind of joked about it at the time. We would just say like, yeah, we basically took our furniture on a vacation because we like packed the whole U-Haul, came down, and then it didn't work out, so then we went back. But otherwise, I had never really been off the res as a kid. Never really traveled or anything. And so when I came out here for college, I think me and my mom came out here during the summer to like do orientation here. And that's the first time I've been to like, that was the first time I went to the campus and was around people, you know, multiple people that I was going to go to school with. So that happened, orientation, and then go back to the res, and then when school started, I came back down. I only had like maybe a bag and a few things, and then my mom dropped me off, and that was it.
Did you move into a dorm?
Yeah, I moved into a dorm. I had a roommate. She was like half Hispanic and half Vietnamese.
Was it kind of hard to get used to?
Yeah, it was hard because I didn't know her, you know, and we were basically staying in the same room. She was quiet. I was quiet. I was like super quiet because I was from the res, you know, it's just a different atmosphere. So whenever she tried to talk to me, I was just kind of like really quiet and short with answers. So it probably gave off the vibe that I didn't really want to talk to her. But anyway, so she ended up finding friends like quick, like, cause she was from Prescott, I think. I don't know if she already knew people or if she made new friends, but she would always have people come over all the time, and I just felt like a loner. Like I felt like a loner because I would hang out with them sometimes, but it wasn't like all the time. And then I think my second semester. So my first semester, I kind of just took classes, and I was very like shy in class. I didn't like to like be in front of the audience because you would have to like be in front and talk to people or like speak up or things like that. Like I was really quiet my first year, and then my second semester, I actually had an English class where I met another Navajo. That was my first time meeting another Navajo, and he was really nice. We got to know each other, and then come to find out, he knew someone that I went to high school with, and she was staying here babysitting his kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I never talked to her. Like I never talked to her in high school. She was like kind of popular, and I guess I wasn't really into like the cool crowd. So once we both are, he's like, yeah, you want to come back to my house? You can come say hi or whatever. So I was like, sure. You know, just being around another Navajo, whatever. And then I started to get to know her and hang out with her a lot more. And then I think she ended up going back home to the res. So she moved back, I think. Then the next following year, I came back, and then I started to get into the Native American Club. Like at the time, I didn't know. At the time, I was like, where are all the natives? You know, all this stuff. And I was on if you guys know ASU, I was on the Polytechnic campus, which isn't the main campus at ASU. It's the East Campus, so it's totally different. The atmosphere was totally different at the time, and there wasn't no like clear communication. So back then, the Native Club, I would pass by this building that was like American Indian Support something, and I was just like, do they mean Indian or like Native Indian? You know, because I was just like, should I go there and see?
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure because of the verbiage, and then I was just like, and then they were having like not a career fair, but like a club fair, I guess, and I went there and I ran into this lady who was Native, and she invited me back, and I was like, I was wondering about that place. I wasn't sure if it was like India or like Indian Native, and she's like, yeah, you need to come over. So I ended up going there, and then I met all like my best friends from there.
That's cool.
So, but then eventually I started to get social. I started to like be comfortable talking in front of like the classroom and things like that. So it was. I feel like it was a hard adjustment for me though, to transition from res life to city, I guess, or like being around other people. Because majority of my classmates were all. I barely saw natives like around.
And you come from an area where it's just like you're out in the middle of nowhere too.
Yeah, for sure. And then majority of the people I went to school with were all Navajos. So like to go transition into a, white dominant community, it just was like everybody was talkative, social, all this stuff, and I was just like, I'm scared. I don't know. Back then, I wish I had videos of me back then.
Yeah.
To show like how shy I was compared to now.
That'd be cool.
That was almost 20 years ago, 18 years ago? 34 minus 18 is what?
I don't know. 24? No, that's way off. That's too much.
Maybe 16, 17 years ago. In 2006.
Oh, I don't know why I have an 8 in my head. 34 minus what is it? 18?
Why is everybody talking about per cap? We're not talking about per cap. Just kidding.
I know, I saw that comment, but for real, I dislike per cap natives. Money is not. Money is. That's a whole nother topic there.
But anyways, that was my transition story of coming from. It is hard. I will say, like, if there are young people watching, it is kind of hard to go from being with your family every day and being on the res every day to like a city.
That is
it
true.
Can be, especially if you're going alone. Like it can be a lot of.
Yeah.
It can be overwhelming.
Yeah,
because you're gonna feel lonely and it's just it's kind of hard.
I can say that was probably the hardest, was being away from my family. I remember when I first moved out here, I was always going home like every weekend, if not every other weekend, because I always like missed being around my family, you know. And I didn't spend my free time making friends out here. I was always just going home. So that's I think is the hard part, is growing up with your cousins and relatives your whole life, and then bam, you're by yourself.
Yeah. Bam.
Bam.
But good luck to everybody who does move off the res and decides to take on the college challenge.
Yeah, be smart about your money too. I would say to pay for all the important stuff first before you go out and play, because it's very easy to get caught up in the social life. So
yeah, for sure.
I came across a lot of people that were natives, that were from my tribe, that would be out here, but either they just like started partying too much, or they lost their job and I'll get another job, you know, and like just stuff happens. It's very easy to
lose focus.
Yeah, to lose focus. And one thing I feel like a lot of people don't understand, like even with my own tribal people that I was trying to ask help for, they don't understand that out here, like, rules are really stricter, especially when it comes to like being a renter, for example. They're like like this place I was trying to apply for funds for rental assistance. They basically told me that, oh, we're only helping people that are like not late for that current month. You gotta be late, like super late, like a month or two. I'm like, that don't even make sense, because after 5 days
you get evicted.
Yeah, you get evicted. Like, so I don't think. I think
you would be lucky to have a landlord that lets you stay there after 2 months of being behind.
Yeah. Yep. So just be mindful about your spending and budgeting and all of that. Would be my advice.
Mariah said, I work at a community college in the Valley. Would you be down to speak to our native students about your experience coming from the res and the transition? Sure. Yeah, inbox me, email me. But yeah, any other questions you guys have about the topic? Do you have any questions for me, or questions for Kitty, or both of us?
Yeah.
Or any topics you want us to talk about, or any experiences you want to know that what we went through?
Yeah. Now's your time.
Let us know. My freaking iPad isn't even charging.
What is that? 2%?
Mm-hmm.
Is it even plugged in?
Yeah. Plugged in. Has a charge.
Does it suck up a lot of battery though? Like,
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Sam said, I wish I knew how to be more confident from a young age. My hardest time was definitely being away for the first time to living overseas where nobody knows English. I got physically sick. Yeah. I can't imagine doing that. That's culture shock.
Mhm.
I would probably be the same way too.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
you went to the military too.
I
Like
know, like,
they snapped you into it.
yeah, I don't know. I think if I can remember, I think I did cry too, like a couple nights. I would cry and stuff. Like if I felt like really lonely. And then on
Yeah,
top of
I'm pretty
that,
sure
I
I
didn't
did.
have like a car. Like I couldn't just go back to the res anytime I wanted to.
See, that's what I made sure I had before I moved out here. I
Mhm.
saved up money to buy my car, my bad old cool little Hyundai Accent.
Mhm.
I wish I saved it, man. I would be driving around right now. That would have been my work car.
Someone said, "Have you been told to stay within dating your own tribe when you were moving to the city?" No. I feel like my family is well, from what I feel from my mom. I don't know. She never really said like you can't date, non-natives. I don't know. I never got that vibe from my mom. My grandpa always used to tease me and say like, "Oh, you're moving to Phoenix. You're gonna marry a black man, or you're gonna bring a black man home just because like it's Phoenix, you know."
Yeah.
So I feel like my grandpa was okay with it.
I feel like on my mom's side, I should have never said which side.
I mean, my dad.
Dang, I mean my dad's. I feel like one set of one side of the family was okay, they didn't really care, but the other side pretty much made it known that it should only be natives. And so that did affect my dating life, and it kind of still does, because I feel like when it comes to my grandparents, I really value their opinions, and like I want to make them proud, like I want to make them proud basically. But just recently, this grandparent told me like they don't care anymore, basically, and I'm like, well, damn, I just wasted all that time. Yeah. No, and it's my own personal decision as well. I've never dated outside of my native race because I've only had native boyfriends. So, I feel like there's plenty of natives out there. Not all of them left a good impression on me, and there's times where I kind of like get discouraged. Like I should just go date a white guy. I should just date a black guy. Like. But we'll see. We'll see. I guess now I'm in the place where I'm just kind of like open-minded now.
Yeah. The only thing my mom would tell us all the time was like, don't date until you're 30 or like stuff like that.
Dang.
Or don't have kids until after you're 30 or. Because I'm glad she would tell us that though, or tell me that. Yeah, she would tell all of us that.
Really? Dang. It's like a given to start popping out kids after high school on our res. So
yeah, that's something my mom always told us was don't have kids too soon, don't have boyfriends.
That was good though, good advice,
Yeah, I feel like if I were in high school and I had a boyfriend and I was all in love, I probably wouldn't have went to college, honestly.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
I would have had some babies. Just kidding. Nothing wrong with that, but yeah.
It's difficult. It's not easy.
Yeah, that's what she would say all the time. That it was you're gonna have a harder life. Was Google Maps available when you guys left for the city, or did you have to use paper maps? Yeah, you had to use paper maps, or you can look it up and then print out the directions or write it down.
Yeah, I didn't. I was always doing everything last minute to where I couldn't print anything off, so I would pretty much like kind of ask somebody beforehand, be like, hey, where's this area? Like, cause I'm kind of already familiar with the area. Like I said, we were always out here. My auntie lives out here. My cousins live out here. Like, they're urban natives. Those guys are urban natives for sure. They grew up out here. Her kids grew up out here and stuff. So I kind of was familiar already. So I'll just be like, hey, where's this at? You know. So I didn't really have an issue with that part.
Someone asked, how does your family feel now you're being away from the reservation? Do they, parents, family, want you to move back, or are they happy with you living your life far from home? I don't think Phoenix is far from where I'm from. It's only like 5.5 hours. To me,
that's far to me.
To me, the way I think about it is like, it's far enough to where everybody's not in my business, but close enough to where I can just jump in my car and go home.
That's true.
And honestly, I kind of like it. And if I do miss my family, I do go home. But I don't know. I don't really get that vibe from my family where they want me. I don't have the pressure of them telling me, you have to come back home, you know, you have to come move back, you know, stuff like that. I don't get that pressure from my mom. I
don't think I get pressure. Yeah, no, I kind of do, I guess, just because, like for instance, like with the rent thing recently, I will get pressure from families saying like, they're building new homes, why don't you apply and move back, you know, it'll be a little bit easier on you. So in that sense, I do get that pressure, but at the same time, I think everybody's just kind of used to me being away, that they don't even care. So, but when it comes to like financial stuff, that's when they're like, well, how come you just don't move home, you know, like, so that's the only time they say that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I think I get pressured about is going back home, like to visit.
Oh, do they want you to visit more often, or?
Yeah, like to help out or things like that. But otherwise, yeah, I think my mom's pretty good at not pressuring us to, I guess, or forcing us to do stuff.
Your sister, me, didn't leave for college because I got a boyfriend in high school. Biggest mistake ever.
We always told her too.
So, yep.
Do you think it might be a bit easier to cope with moving to the city since there are more natives living in the city and there are more native businesses? I think it's easier now.
Yeah, because there's more resources.
Yeah,
for sure.
There's more resources, more, everything's more accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have, way more easier now, I think, I feel like.
What were your expectations for living in a city? Have you fulfilled those expectations? I don't really know what to expect, honestly.
For living in the city, have you fulfilled those expectations?
I think for me, when I first came here, I was like, oh, I'm going to make so much friends. I'm going to do that. And then when that didn't happen for me, I was kind of sad.
I think it's definitely harder to make friends out here because growing up on the res, you pretty much grow up with your classmates, you know?
Yeah.
And it's usually a small group of people, you know? Where out here, there's 5A schools and there's like hundreds and hundreds of kids in one senior class, you know what I mean? So I did go to high school out here for a little bit, and it was really hard to make friends. It's just like the movies, like Mean Girls, like that. It's really like that out here. It's a lot tougher. So that would have been that was hard for me to make friends. But shout out to the natives I did meet along the way, though. Yeah, the cool ones, the ones that are accepting. Because there are some natives, though, when you come across them and you're like, it's like, what's that comedian? James and Ernie. They're all like, they're telling their little skit where they're all like happy to see a native. They're like, oh, and then that native just walks by. Acts all good, acts too good. So you do run into a lot of those, I feel like, but
Yeah.
it's yeah.
For real, shout out to those that took a chance.
Yeah.
Come on.
Did you ever ride the city buses? I remember taking their bus books to use the map inside to help me get around.
I did. I rode the city bus all
I did
the
too.
time. I would ride the city bus from our campus to Walmart to get like food and stuff. I would take my backpack,
Yeah.
get snacks and stuff.
Yeah, there was a time where I had like car trouble and my car was at the mechanics for like a week or something, and I had to do, catch rides and stuff, and it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard not to have a ride when you live out here.
Yeah, one summer I stayed here. I decided to stay here, and I stayed with a family member, well, an extended family member. I didn't really know her, but she was related to me through like, my aunts and stuff like that. I guess she was my cousin, but I never really knew who she was. But I was able to stay with her, it was a bad experience staying with her. But I only stayed with her for like a month, and I remember I was like, I'm gonna work this summer, I'm gonna make some money, and I worked at Walmart, and it was the Walmart in Mesa. It was off of Greenfield and McKellips. So,
Okay, yeah, I know that one.
and I used to have to ride the bus over there, but there wasn't a bus for like 3 blocks. There wasn't a route.
So you had to
So
walk?
I had to walk in the
Damn.
summer 3 blocks like over.
Yeah.
And man, I don't know how I did it. And I remember I was just like, now that I think about it, I'm like, man, I was so skinny. I was in shape. I was able to walk that whole thing without like sweating. And it was kind of fun too, because I would walk to work, and then I was assigned to work in the deli. So I was in the cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Fun
cool.
times working at Walmart.
Did you get discounts?
They did, but I didn't work there long enough to like use it.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that was my experience when I remember trying to work out here. Then I just ended up quitting and I went home.
All those years living in the city and your native voice is better than mine. Yeah, I never thought I sound res, but everyone always tells me I have a res accent, so I was like, oh, okay. It is what it is. Take me, accept me as I am. And you know what's so weird though? All these city natives, like the ones that grew up out here and never lived on the res, all these guys, they're like really infatuated like with my res voice. It's really weird. I get that a lot. Like, I don't know, some kind of kink or something. I don't know. They like the resiness.
They like that.
Want me to hit you too?
Yeah.
Just
I'll
kidding.
show you res.
Oh shit! Oh man! You want me to be toxic?
No.
Oh man!
Someone said, "What's up? I'm Mexican American and I'm 60% Native Mexican and look it, but don't practice Native traditions or language. Do I still count as Native? I think so. Yeah, I believe Mexicans are Native.
They're
They're indigenous to the land.
Simone.
Maybe the accent is comforting for them.
Maybe.
You're
But
right.
no,
Maybe
they say like
it's-
it's hot. Like they'll tell me like they really like it.
Do you think I sound res like when I talk normally?
Sometimes.
I think sometimes
Yeah.
it comes out and I don't realize. Like I get teased too sometimes.
Sometimes.
Like, dang, you're just res. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm res.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck around and find out. Oh shoot. But yeah, that's all, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to talk about?
LRT Soci, I watch Blood In, Blood Out, and I feel Mexican too.
It would probably remind them of their moms.
Ew.
That's very weird. Just yells at them too.
No, I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I don't have anything else either. But
thank you guys for hanging out with us.
yeah, we have 226 watching right now. I think it's been at that number, right? This whole time?
I don't know. Mine never shows up. See, mine says 45. And I don't know how to refresh it unless I click out and then physically go back. See, now it's, oh, okay.
222. Yeah. Anything else? Any last questions?
We have one more. Allie says, lately I've been trying to decide if I want to attend my tribal college close to home or one much further away. Any advice on making a decision?
Financial wise, I would say
I would stay
home.
Yeah.
It's cheaper. It's probably free.
Yep.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to
At least do like your
prereqs,
which is like English, math,
science,
art, history, science stuff. And then once you finish that, you can move on to like a university.
Yeah, I would suggest staying home. Maybe even finding like a part-time job and start saving up to when you do come out here, because you're gonna go through money like crazy. Like you just are. You know.
Someone's like, oh wow, you guys are still live too. See, it's funny. I don't know. I find that funny when people are like, oh wow, you're still live.
Where are we supposed to be? Yeah.
Would you consider Mr. Ryan or the Navajo Mama to be more urban than you? I don't know. I don't want to classify people because everybody defines it differently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know their backstory. I believe they both grew up on the res. They're resi, just like us. I don't know. You'd have to ask them. I can't compare my resiness to someone else that I don't really know.
I can just go off of how, I guess I could go off my way of judging, I guess, of an urban native and a res native. For me, I met both of them. I feel like they're both urban natives, but, you know, but we still get along, you know, it's not a bad thing, you know, so.
Did the weather almost chase you back home? Not me. It didn't really bother me, honestly, when I first moved here. I think it's because we've never had an air conditioner growing up. So in the summers on the res, it does get hot. I don't know.
Yours doesn't get that hot though, huh? Your res?
Sometimes. It's like 100.
That's not hot.
I mean, like, it's still hot. Without an air conditioner?
Oh, without it. Okay, yeah. Well, we don't have. Yeah, no, most houses do nowadays, though. Yeah, that's true.
That's hot not to have an air conditioner.
Yeah. For me, it wasn't a huge change because where I'm from is only like about an hour and a half. That's if you're driving fast. 2 hours max east that way. So we're technically the elevation is a little bit higher, but it's still hot there. So like for instance, outside right now it says 104. Over there in San Carlos it's probably like 98 or I don't know, in the 90s or something. You know what I mean? Like, but during the day, it's still hot. You know, it's still hot. So
yeah,
it wasn't a huge change for me.
Thanks for the laughs. I think we got like all the laughingness in the beginning. And we're all serious. Oh, that's funny. Off-topic question: what books are you reading? This auntie does not read.
I haven't been reading lately, but I do want to start one. I actually ordered this book Oh man, I forget his name. He's on TikTok. I came across him on TikTok. He's from Canada, and he's one of those uh, boarding school survivors. And he wrote a book about his experience, and I was really interested to hear about that book. I believe it's called it's a long title. It's something like I don't know. Something has to do with like the red brick building, secrets in the shadows of the red brick building, something like that. But anyway, I was gonna read that. I was so down to read that. I ordered it, and then probably like a week later, the bookstore said we don't have it available. So I was like, dang.
Oh.
So I have to search for that one because it's coming from Canada. I was told though you might be able to find it at Barnes and Noble. So I don't know.
Someone said, try dating a Pacific Islander. I'm dating a Filipino guy right now, and he is kind, a great father, and he can cook. LOL, yum yum, and a great lover too.
A Filipino guy, huh?
Mm.
Interesting. Any shows you recommend to watch?
I can't think of any right now. I've been watching. I really like that Life Below Zero, First Alaskans. It's about these natives that live in Alaska.
I
really
think
like
my
that
dad
show.
watches that.
I really like that one. They have they have other series too with Life Below Zero, but they have one specifically that's like all natives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's like the latest one then. I don't think he's watching
Yeah.
that. For me, the only thing I've been watching is I don't even remember what it's called, but it's basically where these people tell their stories about having like died tragically somehow, and then they go to whatever afterlife, and then they have like this experience, and then they come back and they talk about it. It's pretty interesting. So that's what I've been watching lately.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called though. Sorry.
But I'm getting tired. Y'all.
I gotta go eat too.
We have to eat. But I think we're gonna end the live. It's 11:01 right now. Thank you guys all for tuning in. We will not be live next week.
No.
Yeah. So we will not be live next week. We'll let you know about the next following week. But thank you guys for joining, and we hope you guys enjoyed tonight's live. Take care. Go get checked.
Go get tested.
Get tested.
Strap up.
Strap it on up and enjoy the.
Always get a DD. Don't take any chances.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Stay safe out there.
Good night.
Okay. Good night, guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Turn this off. Bye. Monkeypox is on the rise. Be careful out there.